been applied or not. Go to navigator, general accounting, role is applied. That's fine. Next, data access is applied or not. Go to journals. I can see that Sony ledger set. So data access also is given. Let's create a journal here. $100. I'm going to enter here. Source manually we created journal. Approval is not required. Budget is not required. Directly we can go for post it. I'm not able to post. Okay. What is the reason why this post button is disabled? Right now we are creating ledger. Sorry, we are creating the journal in 2023 November period, and ledger is US primary ledger. This is accounting date. That's fine. Everything is okay. Then post button is disabled. What is the reason? Let me cross check the period. What is the period status? See, the problem is here. In general ledger, period is not opened. Here we have two ledgers. One is primary ledger. When I go to general ledger, in primary ledger, November period, what is the period status? Future enterable. So if the period status is future enterable, then you can create a journal, but you cannot post it. If the period is open, then we can create journal and then we can post it. If the period is not future enterable, if it is closed status or not opened, then we cannot even create a journal also. Right now, system has allowed to create journal because November period is on future enterable. That's why system has allowed us to create a journal, but not able to post it. So what we have to do, we need to open the period. System has submitted the scheduled process to open the period. If at all we want to see that status, we have to go back to tools menu and scheduled process and check that. Not an issue, it will be open. It's a standard program. It will be executed. So if the post button is disabled, then we have to verify the issue here. It is still it's not completed. Now it's done. November period is opened. System automatically has selected one period is future enterable period. Where do we configure this setup? Number of future enterable periods. How many periods should be future enterable status? While working with the ledger, specify ledger options. Specify ledger options. In specify ledger options, we will mention what is the starting period and future enterable periods. How many periods you would like to have future enterable status. By default, it will be one. That's the reason here we have. So in primary ledger, now we have opened, but in reporting ledger, it's not opened. So obviously, if you create a journal in primary ledger, then reporting ledger point of view, it will shows the error. Let's see that, because if reporting ledger is defined conversion level as journal wise, then we'll get issue. Let me search the journal, whatever we created, which period we created, November 2023. Let's search for the journal. Just now we have created and we have saved. Now post button is enabled because now this accounting period is open. So it will allow us for post. Let's go for post. Posting is done successfully. System has submitted the process, scheduled process here. Now let me search the journal status. Now we can see that status of this. The posting process detected multiple errors with the batch. We got some errors here. Okay. So whenever we find this, let me go to columns, show all columns. We can find important columns, regular uses, business point of view. If at all we want to view all the columns, we'll use this or any other columns also we can view. It's very standard functionality. We can find almost in every page wherever is required. Once status reversed with warning. Okay, let's see the status of the program. Scheduled process, post journals, on the log file. It takes some time. GLJE error codes is the table. Generally, will find error information here. If we are technical case, we can write simple select statement from BI environment and we can fetch what is the issue here. We have to go through the log file here. Yeah. Now, turn budget validation is the budget is an issue. Let me just go back and see the status. Let me open the periods for reporting ledger also. Reporting ledger, open the periods, November. You can open target period, no problem. And then 2011. Actions, open target period. We want to go with 23 November. Directly it will open up to 23 November. Click that button. Meanwhile, we'll see the journal status here. Manage journals. Search for the journal. Yeah, this is a budget issue. Fund status is reserved with what? Click on this. For this journal, budget is enabled. Maybe funds are not available. Advisory warning. The control level is set to advisory. There were insufficient funds. Budgetary control validation passed with warning. Okay, $100.
Will there be any limit?
Yes, yes. That actually we have to see the budget. Someone might have enabled the budget. That could be the reason.
Okay.
That's why it is showing. Let's see that. The posting process detected multiple errors with the batch. Status is complete only. Okay. Uh, Click show errors. Now see the accounting period November 23. Reporting currency is not open for reporting. That is right now we have completed that process. Now we will again post it. Let's see. We opened the periods for reporting ledger also. Approvals not required. We have not done any journal reversal. Batch is completed successfully. And now postable. You can post it. This is reserved with what? Okay. Let me take as an implementation user. Let me log in as an implementation user and cross check any budget is enabled. Log in as an implementation user. Enter into FSM environment. Manage budgetary controls. Choose our primary ledger. We don't know the budget who has created. That's why we have to search with our ledger only. Right now, this is budget available January to December period. And maximum $5,000. Okay, that's fine. Right now it is in use. Fine. So I have closed it. Now log in as transactional user and try to create another journal. The budgetary control could not be completed for the batch. You must review the details and then journal entry is okay. Click on this. Budget is failed. Budgetary control validation cannot be performed because we have closed, right? That's the reason. So contact the budget manager to prepare the control budget for use. I have closed, that's why it is showing error message. Who is the manager for this budgetary control? Let me check. Manage control budgets. Our lecture is the manager. Prepare for use. If at all we want to close permanently, we can close, or we can go for redefine it. Here it can be redefined. And if at all we want to use this budget, we can use it. Prepare for use. But if we say budget will be used, then again we have to enter the budget amount. System will cross check for this account budget is there or not. Let me go for permanently close. Let's see that. Selected for posting. The accounting period November 23 is not open for reporting currency. USRC, SLA, Euro for ledger. It means for our primary ledger, there are multiple reporting currency, means reporting ledgers. One reporting ledger we opened, but there is one more reporting ledger. In that, periods are not open. That's what system is showing the error message. We need to do it that also, but we don't have the access for that ledger. We have access for our primary ledger and for our reporting ledger. We have done it for both. So either we need to assign that ledger also to our user and do that. Let me do it.
The period is open, will it get posted automatically to all the ledgers?
No. We have to open period separately.
Okay.
Yes. Someone has created the sandbox here. Let's go for exit from the sandbox. Sandbox is basically to perform some personalizations part here. It will be used. For data access. I want to work with another reporting ledger. So let's go to that. Manage data access for user. I got permission for 2 ledgers. I need permission for one more ledger also. So let's choose the role here. This one, this ledger. There is one more reporting ledger with euro currency. That's the reason our journal's not posting. Let's see that here now. I'm giving the access to my user to work with this ledger also. After data access, it is mandatory LDAP process. In our instance, sometimes we'll be getting this type of errors when we are working with LDAP. That's why I said when we run the LDAP process, uh, in case if you get this success or error, it doesn't matter. You can go to tools menu and check the status of the LDAP process from tools menu, scheduled process. But right now, the issue is this process will be queued up for submission at position 1. Someone has already submitted, it's running. So again, we are trying to submit. That's why it is showing the error message here. One more request are currently pending for this. So we don't need to go for it. Let's see the status. Tools menu, scheduled process, and it's running. It's not blocked actually. Sometimes it is blocked. That is only in vision instance when we are doing practice. But when we are working in the real time, obviously separate instance will be allocated for the clients. There won't be any issues. Even though if we get any error message, not a problem. It will get update because if someone else submit LDAP process also, it reflects to all the users because it's an admin activity. Now we will log in as a transactional user and let's see the ledger has been updated or not. Data access, we got access for the another ledger or not. Let's go back to period close and let's see that. No, still not. Still data access is not applied. And yes, we got it. Fine, no problem. So we need to open the periods. Let's see that period close here. Single ledger. Still it is not showing. Reporting ledgers. General ledger. It is in future enterable period. Open this. November period. We got this reporting currency. This is November future interval periods. Let's go for open in November period. It's done. We'll be facing this type of issues in supporting projects. Like initially we have seen posting issue, then we have seen budget issue. Then we got again period is not open reporting. There are multiple reporting ledgers for this. So there again it is issue. So it's a regular process when we are working, keep on will be getting the error messages or some issues with the data access we have to verify. Now let's say let's go back to journal here and change the data access set here. Next. You don't have right access to the reporting currency for ledger US primary ledger. You don't have the right access to the reporting currency. It means there is some data access set. Read and write permission is enabled. And go back here. Data access set we have to verify. By default, it will allow us to go ahead with read and write as well as both. But if at all we want to restrict that only this read only, all right, we can do that. This is what we are using right now, access set. And of course we got access. This is system generated ledger, all values, read and write. We got the access for full ledger. Okay. Let me go back to reporting currency. While creating reporting ledger, any restrictions mentioned? This one we are working right now. This Act 2, this one. There are three actually. This is what we created and it's fine. We opened and it's working, but this is what actually we have issue. Let me go for edit. Yes, currency conversion level is subledger conversion level. That's fine. It's okay. Retain journal creator from source ledger. Retain journal creator. Okay. From the source ledger, if you want to retain, then it will be used. Okay. Somewhere they have provided read only. Let's disable the conversion. Let's check now. When it's showing that you don't have right access to the reporting currency for ledger US primary ledger. US reporting currency SLA. Subledger accounting has been enabled here. So that we have to verify in depth of that. Fine. Anyway, this is how we can find the issues. Generally, when we are creating the journals, working with posting and other issues that we can find. Yeah. I'll try to go for resolve it in offline. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.